So this is going to be how to remove your stereo and your AC controls. Pretty much, because obviously these don't have aux cords, which is a pain in the ass. And it has these broken ass... Whatever, I don't fucking know. Whatever the fucking name those are. Alright, so I'm going to be taking that out, and then I'm going to be hot wiring an aux cord onto the tape player. That's what it's called. Onto the tape player. So whenever you want to play music, it'll go into the sound, whatever's on the tape player. So this is pretty much how you're going to do it. You're going to want to put your key in, set your e-brake. I don't have the spring on it anymore, but I got my car jacked up because I was working on the diff. So it's not going anywhere. I got chocks on the front. So pretty much what you want to do is put the key in, turn it so you can get it in neutral, and or push your shift lock override. And then what you want to do is get this little cover, push it down, and then in the back right here there'll be two Phillips screwdriver screws. You're going to want to undo both of those. Alright, so after you got those two removed, this should just pull right, yep, there we go, pull right out. And you're going to want to pull this and the little cover off. And when you're done getting those off, just get your screws and put it off to the side. Next thing you want to do is get like a screwdriver or pry tool, any one of the two, and get up underneath these parts and start to pry. Forget to flip that up. And pry this little piece out right here. After you get that pulled out, there will be two clips, one right here and then one right down in there. You'll just want to push the clips in and pull those two out, and then you can move this out of your way. What you want to do is it should have a little cup holder, one of the ones that goes up. You want to get that out of the way, so just pull on it. Should just come right out like that. Put that off to the side. And then there'll be 6 screws. There'll be one right there, one right there, one right there, and then that one. Those are the 4 for the main part, and then there's 2 right here in the little cup holder parts. And after that, you should just be able to pry it a little bit, and then the front will pop out. After all those are removed, just gently pull up on this, open your glove box, so it'll be easier to get the back of the part out. And just gently apply pressure to this, pull it nice up and out of there. I might have to get a screwdriver. There we go. Now there are cords on these little like temperature gauge and volume buttons, so don't rip those out. Just my light on here. I'll stick it in there. There we go. Alright. Continue pulling this out. Screwdriver in there. There we go. Alright, start changing that so I can pull that out. And then you might want to move this all the way back to first or low, so you have more room to pull this part out. And then after you've done that, right here in the back, you see those cords in the back? You're gonna have to pull this out and then get to those, which are little connectors. I almost forgot, there's this one cigarette lighter right there, that little blue clip down in there. If you undo that first, it'll give you more room to pull these ones out. So undo that one first. And after that's removed, just put it off to the side. That'll be all those. And then after that, make sure you turn your car off. Don't want none of that shit grinding out. Put that back in park. Turn the car off. which I can't seem to get. There we go. Don't want no power running to your stereo. Don't want to ground that shit out. Alright, and then the last things you're going to need is there's going to be 6 screws, 4 on each side. There'll be one right here, one right here, one down there, one down in there, and then there'll be 10mm bolts right there, one, and then right there is the other one. And after you get those two, the stereo deck and the AC unit should just pull right out. After you get all those removed, this will just pull right out. There we go. It's a little heavy. Oh shit. Apparently don't break these off like I just did. I don't know why that broke off so easy. It was really braille or something. Alright, let it just pull right out. It's actually kind of heavy, so I might have to use 2 hands on this. No, there we go. Perfect. In the back, there's this whole bunch of wires, like a whole mess of wires. Just pretty much start unplugging all these like you would any of the other plugs. Alright, so this is an aftermath of what it's going to look like. There'll be 3 plugs up top, which are going to be these 3. Just push the pins in, pull them out just like normal, and then there'll be 3, or I don't know, 4 on the back. There'll be a blue one, and these ones. Those are right back in there. Just pull those out like any normal plug, and then right here on the side, there'll be 2 antenna wires, which are right here. Those just pull on them, no clips. You just pull on them, they pull right out. Then after that, you'll have your stereo deck out and your AC controls out. And then if you wanted to, the reason why you're pulling it out is because you want to replace this little front piece, which might be broken because mine is. You can see mine's all broken in there. My stereo's good, but I don't have enough money to do that right now, so I'm just going to put an aux cord in it. But that's how you pull your deck out. It's going to be how to pull your stereo deck from your AC to add a aux cord. First thing you want to do is get these 2 screws off. There should be, yeah, one on each side. That's that side. There'll be one right there, and one right there. Pull those 2 off, and actually these 4, since you're going to have to do these anyways on each side. Just take those 4 off each side. And pull your AC. After you get all those removed, these pieces will pull right off, and this top part comes right apart, just like that. And then after that, we're going to be taking this part apart. Okay, so next you're going to want to take these little screws out of both sides, and after you do that, you're going to get like a flathead and pry these little tabs up and slowly just start pushing the front of the deck right off, and it'll pop right out. So for these clips, if you're wondering how you're supposed to do them, you get like a flat head and see there'll be a little gap in there. And you want to put the screwdriver in there and just pry it up and then push it forward. So there will be a little connection right in here. So you're just going to want to pry this back until it pops off. This little back plate. There we go. And that will just pop off. And there'll be a little screw in that, if you can see it. Right there. Should just have to unscrew that, and then that'll pull right out. So, correction on that last part, don't unscrew that, it's not going to do anything. There'll be this little black part, and you just pull this back, and it'll pop back, and you just pull the little strip right out. And make sure you don't break any of these parts, or else you will be screwed. So you just want to take out the 4 bolts that are holding the cassette player in right here. So there's going to be one right here, one right here, one in the back, right over here, yeah, right there, and then one more right there. Right after that, there'll just be a little chip that plugs in right here, this little piece, and just gently pull up on that, and it will pop out of the little grooves. And after that, you'll have your little cassette player out. Okay, so what I actually ended up doing, which made this a huge freaking process, is there will be 2 wires. You probably can't see them on this, but there'll be a little red and a little yellow wire back in here, and then they run down in there, and then they connect to a black wire. What I actually did is just ripped them out in the back there, And then I was gonna connect them all together, but then I accidentally ripped them out of the soldering, so I just soldered them onto the actual terminal parts. So hopefully now it'll work. And if not, then this is showing you how not to do it, at least. Alright, I'll put it back together and see if it works. Did not actually end up working. Don't know why. But I mean, I had the aux cord just tied in there, all wired up. But for some reason now, it won't go to the tape. So if you have the tape in, try and push it, it doesn't work. The only way to work it is I had one of these that was broken, so I put it in there, and then mine gets stuck and just kind of like halfway goes, so now I have to like fidget with it, and then it'll finally go down in there, and then it would play the tape. Here, see if I can get it. Oh, there we go. There we go. So it'll do that to the tape, and then it just like messes up. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. See, and then it just ejects it. I don't know why. It doesn't work. I don't know why it just did that. So, it didn't work, but at least you guys kind of know how to get your dash out now. Just gonna get a new stereo deck then, I guess. Alright, well, that was it. Logging off.